Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of thechartguys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today. Hey everyone, hope you had a good Friday. Looking at the daily chart for Apple and the weekly as well, and the downside is continuing high volume dump day, red Maribozu, which means the bears controlled the entirety of the day from the open to the close. So we expected this weakness because we had the low of 96.63, lower high. Soon as that breaks, it's a lower low and a downtrend here on this consolidation. So we saw that follow through to the downside today. We are now looking at the lower Bollinger Band as support of 95.30. I'm also looking at this previous resistance, 95.32, and we closed just above that by a penny today. So 95.32, previous resistance, now support. If that breaks, I'm looking at 93.57, the low of May 19th, then down to 93.01. So very clear bearish break, bearish MACD cross, bearish cross of the RSI of 50. And on the weekly chart, look at this 10-week moving average resistance and what it has done the past month. Unable to close above it. That level is 97.83, and it's going to continue rapidly descending and taking the price with it if we cannot close above it. Looking like there's a little gap here, 95.43, and that is the case. So we filled that this week. But again, lots of weakness here. No sign of the bulls at the end of the week, which indicates further downside next week. Fending off this bullish MACD cross that was so close to occurring, and this chart tells me that we're going to test this 200-week moving average support in the next month or two, and that support has held for 8 years. So if that breaks, it is an absolutely significant bearish development in the longer-term trend. Let's zoom out a little bit and see where Apple has come. Very clear lower highs and lower lows since the top was hit, and if we lose this 200-week, I'm looking down at $78. Not saying that's where we are going to go, but if we lose this 200 week, not a ton of support. 86.34, 82.69, you get the idea. Lots of downside if this support is lost. All moving averages will be resistance on the weekly time frame and the daily time frame, and that has not happened in almost a decade for Apple. So that is worth noting. Anytime you see something that hasn't happened in almost a decade, that is a significant development that needs to be paid attention to. To break this downtrend, the bulls are going to have to get above one of these lower highs that has been set, which currently we set one at 101.89 this last week, but in the longer term trend, it's going to have to be above 111.71. So the bulls have some concerns here. And if this 200-week moving average were to break, I personally, no matter how long the position, whatever it may be, I would be out and waiting for things to settle down a little bit. But that's just me personally. We'll see how it shapes up. Very clear support. We'll see what next week brings. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. The Chart Guys community has compiled trader tips from dozens of traders over the last year and put together a free ebook you can access by clicking the button and entering your email. Have a wonderful night.